welcome back to the channel. It has been a while. Today, we are diving into a story that has been blowing up all over TikTok, Reddit, a little bit of YouTube, and that is the custody battle, if you want to call it that, between only creator Bri Olsen and her baby daddy / rapper 2K. It says that her baby daddy is J2 Chris. His real name is John Geezy, which I understand now why they don't call him that. Not the point of this video, though. It has sparked a lot of heated conversations about parenting, internet fame, and the line between personal freedom and your child's safety. Buckle up, buckle up, because this is messy, a little emotional. It's gonna bring up a lot of concerns. So this is just gonna be a trigger warning. There is gonna be talk of, ma'am, OF creators, so PORN. I don't know if I can say that on here or not. Alcohol, potentially DV, stuff like that. So if that is not something that you feel comfortable with hearing today, I completely understand. Please take care of your mental health. This is a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. This is just for education content. I'm just giving you what the breakdown of this case has been so far, kind of what's going on. Please do not go harass these people. Do not go comment on their stuff. Do not go interact or engage with them. Please do not do that. That is not the purpose behind this. That is not the intent. This is for educational purposes only. So, wanted to get that out of the way first. But with that said, let's just go ahead and dive right in and let's talk about it, because it's wild. If you don't know who Bri Olsen is, she is an OF creator, and she also does TikTok. I don't really know what her content is. I guess you could say it's a mixture of her OF content, marketing her OF to people, and, just lifestyle content, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of a mixture of different things. Anyway, that's kind of her brand, but she is the mother of a son named Winter, who she had with her ex-boyfriend 2K. I'm probably just gonna call him the baby daddy. Or, I don't know. I guess I'll just call him 2K. It just sounds weird. But the custody battle started out pretty quietly, and then it kind of blew up on social media because of Bri putting it on social media. So let's just go ahead and dive into the custody battle. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple, although there's a lot that is going on in this battle because it is currently unfolding and we are watching it in real time on social media. So first, I'm just going to kind of show you a video of Bri and then maybe a video of 2K. I'm going to try to insert clips as we go of them so that you kind of know what the situations are that I'm talking about, because again, everything is on social media. So based off of what we've seen on social media and the custody agreements, 2K has primary custody of their son, Winter.
What would you do if he got full custody? Genuinely what I would do that he would never, because he's not a good parent, I would make sure that I am a part of Winter's life as much as possible in every single way Any opportunity I got to see Winter, I would take it, even if I had to travel to him. If I didn't get to see Winter a lot, I would, whether it was needed or not, I would make sure that my son has literally everything and more for what he needs as far as like essentials and everything else. And I would hope that those things could make up for the time that I can't be with him. That's what I would do. But yeah, not everyone is like that.
Bri is allowed supervised visits. So it kind of started out, she was allowed visits only in Texas. So 2K is living in Texas, Bri is living in Los Angeles. Okay, editing Erin here. She just said in the video that I just showed that she would fight for custody, but if he got full custody, she would do everything she could. Which is ironic because I'm about to insert this next clip, which is basically her contradicting what she said. So, it's just funny that she kind of contradicts herself there. So, okay.
If my son would be moved out of my care and out of the state that I live in to Texas, I would absolutely not want 50-50. But, like the judge said, 50-50 is only happening in California. So I'd be completely fine with that. Like I said, Winter is going to live and be raised in Los Angeles. Like I said.
I'm going to Dallas, Texas tomorrow with my son. My son is coming home. This is the greatest feeling in the world.
She's living in a content creator house for OF creators. So, originally, she was allowed supervised visits in Texas. So, she could only see her son in Texas. And I know I keep saying that, but that's important. It is written in the custody agreement, their court orders. She cannot leave the state of Texas with her child unless it is written into their agreement, unless it is given permission from the courts and the father. Again, that is, the child legally cannot be taken out of the state without permission. And she was aware of that. It is in their court orders. And on a live stream, which, again, I will insert, she claimed she was going to take him to LA once she got custody of him the next day.
Happened to me, and I ended up having to drop out, and then I got pregnant.
Hey, what's up,
And
bro?
then I just never had the time to go back to college.
Oh, you found a specific one that you want? Okay. Got it. Can you text it to Valer's phone, please? Wait, what? What? Why are you on that?
2K let his lawyer know, and his lawyer sent her a message and just said, hey, just so you know, you can't take the child out of the state. That is a violation of the court order, and if you are to take him out of the state, you would be immediately contacted, and, you know, you would have to return him. Do not leave the state with him. Like, she had that in an email. She read it on a live stream, so she can't even say that she didn't know because she read it on a live stream. So we have that right here.
Let's see. I've seen content you shared on social media suggesting that you intend to pick Winter up and take him back to Los Angeles. Please be advised that is a violation of the court order. Should you fail to exercise the entirety of your visitation time in the state of Texas, we will be filing an ex parte motion for the immediate return of Winter for you to have professionally supervised visits only moving forward. Doesn't say that I'm going to jail, though. Just says they'll file something.
But anyway, I say all that to say, she claims that she was joking. She claimed that she was joking about it, but the next day, she gets her son. She goes quiet on social media. She doesn't post anything. She doesn't live stream for hours. So, of course, people are concerned. Then, her friends, her OF creator friends that they all live in this house together, also went silent on social media for hours. So, people were concerned for the child safety, which completely understandable. I can see why people were concerned. I think 6 hours later, she gets on live stream and she is in LA with her son. at the OF trap house that they live in, live streaming. So she live streamed herself violating the order and breaking the law.
Got her on a stream next week, chat.
25 pounds now.
Oh my god.
For my birthday.
But the flight was really good, guys. He was awesome on the flight. He's always been really good on flights. Who's that?
You don't like Minnie?
I hate flights. My ears be popping.
Mike Wazowski.
Here, you wanna hold this one?
Chloe tipped $1. Why did you break the court order? I swear you have to be the dumbest.
Not really.
I didn't break
Second
it.
part, yes.
Well, technically, we are still all in Texas right now.
We're in Texas. We're in Dallas. What are you talking about, guys?
So she's taking her son to a trap house surrounded by alcohol, stars, most likely and just an overall unsafe environment, and at the very least, just unethical and immoral place to take your child. So a lot of people were very kind of taken aback by this and were pissed, as they should be. So 2K has said, like, she knew what she was doing. She wasn't supposed to. This is not just a case of bad communication. He said that he feels like Winter, his son, is being exploited for social media and put in an unsafe environment by her, which I think is very understandable, and you can see how much he loves and wants to protect his son. So after that, he quickly, immediately filed for an emergency court order to have Winter returned to him in Texas, and that was granted almost immediately, very quick. So she was then, the police showed up and told her, you have to give him back. You have to take him to the police station and give him back to his dad. So she tried to argue it, but in the end, she did give him back, and then she was arrested for violating the court agreement.
Yeah, let her get her phone. Yeah. Come on, there's big room. And show the judge, hey, I listened to the police officers. They told me I had a court order. I brought my child out. You have any questions for us?
No, just make sure they're not rambunctious.
They're not.
All right, that's really good. Oh.
Well, I have one on. Stand in the car.
Good boy.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bye, Winter. I love you. Here's his ointment. Weirdos.
You need anything from us?
Other weirdos.
Can you go back up there now? You don't need it.
Do I have to?
Yeah, we
I just want to make sure they get the neighborhood. Bye.
let them stay.
Okay.
It's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
So after all of that, she has continued to post everything. She live streamed everything, has talked about it, just continued to post about not being with her kid, just not being a parent. And this is kind of when social media really stepped onto the scene. TikTok, Reddit, and YouTubers, a lot of commentary creators were coming out to speak on the situation. And, a lot of people are saying she's prioritizing content over her child's safety. She is prioritizing the money that she's making over her child's safety and well-being and over being a parent. She's exploiting her child for views. And, some people have defended her, saying she's just a single mom trying to connect with her kid and she's being unfairly judged because of her being an OF creator. People are not judging her because she does OF and has a child. They are judging her and giving her backlash and ridiculing her because she is not taking care of her child and she is not doing what an active and good parent should do. When you have a child involved, you have to grow up. And that is not something that she is doing. She's not trying to grow up. She is not trying to be a parent. It doesn't seem like she wants to be a mom. And I think that's why so much of the backlash is happening the way that it is happening. So we do need to address the elephant in the room, which is the OF, which is her job. There's a lot of, bias out there that if you do OF or if you create adult content, you should not have custody of a child, which that I'm not going to get into that. That's a discussion for another day. I need to do more research into that before I even give my thoughts on that. But that is not legally the case. So, at the end of the day, what matters in the situation and in the case, what matters to the court is that a child is being taken care of, a child is being properly parented, a child is not in unsafe, unhealthy, harmful situations, and that a parent is following court orders if they want to keep their child, if they want custody of their child. Bri is not doing that. Bri has missed court dates. She is violating court orders. She's doing a lot of things that she shouldn't be doing, and that is what the courts are looking at. She's putting it all online for anyone and everyone to see, including the court and the judge. And that's what they look at. So she isn't, the issue is that she's taking a child into an environment that is unstable, chaotic, inappropriate, potentially dangerous to be filmed for content. And that's a really, really bad thing to do. You already create on the internet. You do not need to be putting your child in content because you know that your demographic and your viewers are mainly people who are consuming your adult content. You are putting your child in front of predators. And there is a live stream where she asked the guys if they could pause the live stream because she needed to give her son a bath, and they said, why don't you just live stream it? And she didn't say, no, I'm not going to live stream my naked baby. I don't want my naked baby online. She said, no, I don't want the account to get banned. So she's not worried about her child in that situation. She just was worried that their account might get deactivated or banned.
Bath time? Is there any way to pause the stream? Babe,
Yeah.
is there any way to pause the stream for his bath time, or how should I do that?
Put him in the...
No. My friend's TikTok got taken down when she had her son shirtless on there. They did not play about that. Yeah, but still, just... How?
So, moving on to kind of my final thoughts. At the end of the day, this case is so complicated. I don't think she really wants to be a parent. I don't get the vibe that her intentions are to be a parent. I don't think she has any maternal, motherly instincts. And that's sad. Every child deserves a mom and a dad that want to be there for them, that want to protect them, that love them, that care about them, that would do anything for them. And unfortunately, this child is the victim because this child does not get that. This child is going to grow up and see every single thing that she's putting online and think, wow, my mom did not care about me. My mom put me in unsafe, dangerous situations for views. There's a video, and I will insert that in here, where they were cheering and excited because they live streamed with the baby. And they saw how much money they made from that live stream. And they say it in the video, wow, we made this much money off of the baby. It is sad. She is exploiting her child, and she doesn't care.
Hey, but hold on.
I would never let my boy.
He hasn't even read the email. Read the email. You have no idea.
We have a new one.
Oh, yeah. What does that say, brother?
No, that's not the right one.
Which one is it?
Go down. Kicked him. Kicked him. Oh my god.
What did it say? What did it say?
This one?
No. Go back. Go back.
Bro, look.
Right here. Wild child Bri eat kick.
Let's go.
We broke the internet. Look. Kick partnership team.
Yeah, kick partnership.
So we got it.
So, You know, you have court orders being broken, travel rules broken, you have a child who is thrown into the middle of this who does not deserve it, a father who genuinely loves and cares about his child and wants what's best for him. And, you know, at the end of the day, the true victim here is that child. But it does bring up a point of where does that line stop? Where does the line between being a creator online and a parent, where do those meet and say, we can't have this anymore? Where do you, as a parent, get to a point where you say, this is how I make my money, but my child comes first? If selling yourself online is more important than taking care of your child, sign your rights over to the father, because it is very clear he cares about his child and he wants what's best for him. So where does that line end? When does the internet fame and the clout start to hurt the people that you love? And when do you say enough is enough? With all of that said, I really want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the situation? I mean, please keep it respectful in the comments. You know, let's have a good, constructive, real conversation. Do not go harass, do not go bully, do not go comment on her stuff, do not go engage in any way. But please, respectfully, down below, let me know your thoughts. Am I missing the mark here? Do you think that she does care about her kid? Do you think it's something deeper? Because I do think this is mental health related, and I do think she needs to seek mental health. And that is not a diss. She needs support. And I truly hope one day she does realize, hey, this is not okay. And, you know, maybe one day she will get the help that she needs and she will be able to contribute to her son's life in a good, profound way. So, y'all comment down below. Let me know what you think. Please keep it respectful. And if you enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and if there's anything else you want to hear me talk about, drop comments down below. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.